programa ay rated PG. Patnubay at gabay ng magulang ay kailangan sa mga batang manonood.
How to do it. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another mind-enriching episode of your, even you too, Lola, favorite Sunday episode of Ang Pinaka. Welcome. Last year, we did a list of some of the most patok na franchise businesses for those of you that listen to us and have made ₱1 million balato. Tonight, it's Usapang Business once again as we give you our top 10 Ang Pinaka patok na business under 20,000 pesos. For those who don't have enough capital to buy a franchise, one way to go is to establish a small-scale business, usually privately owned and operated, maintains a very small number of employees, and with a relatively low volume of sales. How do we judge if a small business with an initial capital of 20,000 pesos can be patok?
Unang-una, sa palagay ko, dapat ito nakaayon sa market, either food or clothing o anumang serbisyo. Pangalawa, dapat tumbok mo kung sino yung target market nyo. And pangatlo, dapat din kailangan maging competitive. The rate that you have to offer para yung mga kliyente babalik-balikan pa rin kayo.
Minsan, magandang ideya lang siya, pero wala naman talagang need. Wala namang pangangailangan sa market. So, if makakuha ka ng good idea na talagang may market need, then magiging patok talaga siya. Hindi porket mura at hindi porket magandang idea, pero wala naman talaga may kailangan. So, hindi siya pagiging patok.
Marami bumibili doon sa kanyang mga tinda or marami nag-avail ng services. So, ito ay services. Sabihin na natin 50% na kumikita yung kanyang negosyo. Tumataas yung quality ng kanyang pamumuhay nung nagne-negosyo. Marami siyang na-establish na contacts at dumadami yung kanyang customer habang tumatagal yung kanyang negosyo.
Well said, panelistas. Welcome to the show. Let's start our official countdown. Coming in at number 10, mobile pet grooming. In the Philippines, pets are considered part of the family, and therefore, it comes as no surprise that businesses that cater to the needs of pets are booming.
Mas maganda siya kasi kung mobile, no, hindi na kailangan pumunta pa yung clients mo dun sa iyong tindahan. No? Sila na mismo yung pupunta dun sa bahay ng kanyang client. So, mas convenient sa mga nag-a-avail nito dahil hindi na sila kailangang mag-abala pa para pumunta sa mga tindahan para paalagaan yung kanilang mga pets o mga alaga.
Wow, Rizzo, napapasayo talaga ako dyan pero kulang yata ang 20,000 na puhunan sa mobile pet grooming business kung wala ka pang sasakyan.
Well, an alternative would also be to have it home-based. Or home service type.
Wow.
So you can just walk or take the tricycle to go to your client.
Diba? You're right. Diba? Yeah. I'm a dancing diva.
It's kind of tough for you to take care of pets inside a mobile and have it groomed and cut the hair. And, parang nahirapan ako doon. Unless it's a fixed location and then people will just go and you have steady customers.
Pwede mong gawing freelance thing lang Parang gawin mo lang sa weekend, tapos pwedeng by the hour ka lang o by the service. Pwede siyang home-based part-time business.
What do you need to be able to start a pet grooming business?
Kailangan mo lang naman mga pang shampoo, saka hair dryer, and then scissors, and then yun, pwede ka na punta sa bahay and then i-groom mo na yung pets nila. Kasi some people, they don't wanna go out sa bahay nila para ma-traffic, para lang pa-haircut yung poodle nila.
Pag mobile, kailangan yung inyong facilities meron sa loob ng mobile. It's not easy. Pangalawa, kailangan ang tao mo, hindi ka lang pwede mag-isa, busy na mag-drive. Or anyone for that matter should be skilled on how to handle a pet.
Dapat mahilig ka talaga sa animals. Again, looking for clients. Pwede siyang pang sideline nga pag gusto mong may kumita ka ng konti.
Whatever the pet needs, grooming styles, products, you have to have expertise on how to handle a pet. It's not just easy for anyone to come out with a negosyo like this pet grooming. Kailangan din may skill.
Punta na tayo sa susunod na entry. Here's a good one, guys. Coming in at number 9. Mini library. Little tiny book. Small pages. In the 80s, a popular small business was to rent out comics and comic books.
You have to know what you're selling, no? You have to know what you're promoting. Diba? What are these books? Because yung mga tao rin nagtatanong, meron ba kayong ganito? Meron ba kayong business books? Meron ba kayong comics? You know where to get those books. So isa pa, kasi boring naman kung full books, diba?
Kasi pag sinabi mong library, di ba, meron dapat building, no? But you can start small, no? If you are, like my husband is also, ang isang hobby niya is magbasa. Ang dami namin libro sa bahay, no? Pwede mo siyang ibenta sa second hand, mga second hand books din yun. It can be also started as a backyard business.
Pwede kang manghiram, mag-arkila ng mga libro, let's say, para sa mga med student, mga college student. Kasi mahirap na ang buhay ngayon, gusto nila magtipid. So, pwede mong gawin, mag-import ka, bili ka from abroad, tapos i-rent out mo sa kanila for small.
Eto isa pang pwede mong inegosyo ngayon ay ang renta ng romance packet book. What do you think, Diana Ross?
That is correct. What are the challenges in putting up a business like this?
I don't know.
You have to consider the location, your place, and then how could you be able to promote that? Kasi I'd rather go to big bookstores, di ba? But you're just catering to a small neighborhood, di ba? You have to consistently upgrade, kahit na innovations lang.
Siguro pag out of stock, kunyari may mabenta, paano yan? So, dapat mag-stock ka ulit. Saka, tatantsahin mo kung ano yung patok sa market. Kung puro bata sa neighborhood mo, so puro children's book.
Hanapin mo talaga yung mga taong may ganong interest din to the kind of books that you have, no? Mas maganda kung pwedeng simulan dun sa mga books na gusto ng mga bata, di ba?
What are the other preparations that you need to do for your mini library business? Is there a minimum number of books that you guys should offer? Good question.
Well, sana syempre mas maganda, mas marami. So, pero you can start it out. Depende talaga sa market mo. So, tansahin mo na lang.
Maaaring meron ding may interest on that kind of books that you read, diba? So, pwede mo siyang ibenta. Kasi pagkabasa mo naman, ano na yan, no? Pwede mong ibigay o pwede mong ibenta. Kasi tapos mo lang basahin. Ang matatambak lang dun sa bahay. Bakit hindi mo yan ibenta as second hand?
Pet grooming at number 10 and mini library at number 9. Fascinating. Time for a short break. We'll continue our countdown of the Pinaka Patok na Business under 20K. Pinaka returns. All right, we are back. Welcome, future entrepreneurs, and we're still listing down the top 10 ang Pinaka Patok na Business under 20K. Coming in at number 8, Ukay Ukay. Ukay Ukay is the industry that was born out of second-hand clothes. It's a very affordable source of fashionable yet durable clothing material for those with relatively low income.
I think yun yung pinakapatok kasi maraming yung nagtitipid pero gusto pa rin nilang maging stylish, mag-import ka ng export, overruns, or mga second-hand stuff from abroad and then ibenta mo dito.
Seasonal yan Kasi di ba we had this business situation wherein the student ukay-ukay is not very conducive to a person's skin, clothing, at ito ipapatok lamang kung summer.
Ay, naku ha. Bongga talaga yung ukay-ukay. Basta wag lang galing sa bonsai.
Oh, huh? Now, what are things to consider if I want to start an ukay-ukay business?
Alam mo, unang-una dapat marami kang produkto. Alright, those ukay-ukay stuff. Tapos kailangan meron kang right location. Tell people na you have this ukay-ukay. Hindi lang yung ukay-ukay na meron ka lang polo dyan at isang, shoes. Kailangan talaga varied yung ukay-ukay mo para yung mga tao na may interesado na marami ka palang pwedeng i-offer sa kanila.
Or if mag-start ka lang sa garahe mo, then mag-prepare ka ng mga lamesa, then yung mga hangers, ganyan. So mag-invest ka muna ng konti, punta kang Divisoria, and then buy the basic equipment for your ukay-ukay business. And then palakihin mo from there, from the garage.
Now, what are some of the challenges and problems that you may encounter along the way?
Kung nag-order ka ng shipment from abroad, what if hindi maganda yung quality ng shipment na yon? Then yun yung problem. Kasi hindi mo naman ma-check, hindi mo maano kung anong stuff bibigay nila sa'yo. Yun, you take your chances. Ganun naman talaga sa business.
Well, kami nag-ukay-ukay, no? Like for every Christmas, we bring out our shoes and we let our neighbors buy it. We promote it house to house. We have this leaflet and we give it to each one. Yung ganon.
Kasi ngayon, marami na talagang nag-ukay and popular na siya, mainstream na siya, hindi siya considered weird to have something na second-hand and vintage. People really accept ukay-ukay na. So yun, that's why patok, for me, patok na patok siya.
On to our next awesome entry. Write this down. Coming in at number 7, arts and crafts. Almost every house in the Philippines owns a handicraft product like a basket, broom, sofa, or furniture. Accessories like earrings, necklaces, bracelets made of indigenous materials are also patronized by Pinoys.
It is very patok for as long as matyagang tao. Earrings or necklaces or what, naggato siya ng kunyari 3,000. So she can sell it at what? 5,000.
Patok siya lalo na sa internet kasi madaling mag-order ng mga handcrafted accessories.
Oh, doesn't I love those native products? From the Pinoy made. Amazing.
By Pinoy indeed. Now,
my God, yes.
what are the preparations needed to start a business like this?
You go outside and check out what's the latest trends, and you can come out with your creative ideas on your own.
Siguro for that business, dapat maganda website mo, maganda yung photos mo, para madaling ibenta. If lumaki na yung order, of course, you have to train other people. Hindi lang pwede ikaw gagawa ng beads at the time.
What are some of the problems that you should watch out for?
We have lots of fashion jewelries in the department stores, di ba? That could be one of the threats, no? Competitor. Isa pa dyan, kailangan ng talaga masipag ka eh. Because pag hindi ka masipag, if you don't sell your stuff elsewhere, this is another threat.
Pag pumatok ka na, daming gagaya na sa'yo. So, dapat mabilis ka rin mag-design pa ng bago.
Kailangan maging creative ka, mag-aaral ka talaga, magre-research ka kung ano yung mga magandang beads, no? Yung mga beads work, so ano yung magandang design ngayon, ano yung in sa market. So mag-o-observe ka rin kung sino yung mga competitor mo as far as beads work is concerned.
Ukay at number 8 and arts and crafts at number 7. We got to pause for another quick break, but we promise to be back with this awesome countdown of the Ang Pinaka Patok na Business under 20K. After these messages, Ang Pinaka will be right back. Punta na tayo sa susunod na entry, coming in at number 6, personal trainer. A personal trainer is a fitness professional involved in exercise prescription and instruction.
Oh, marami ngayon, siyempre gustong magpapayat at summer ngayon. So, if mahilig ka naman mag-exercise, pwede ikaw yung magturo sa kanila. Kunyari, uso ngayon Zumba. So, you can get certified as a Zumba instructor.
I think patok yan if you have the passion to do it. And you know, pag ang iyong crowd is, they also share the same passion because they want it to be physically fit. And they feel good afterwards. Patok na patok eh.
Naku. Ito yata hindi ko pwedeng gawing negosyo.
Naku, May, wala ka ng problema. Di ako na lang ang magiging personal trainer mo, okay? Chef!
Okay, settle down, kids. Of course, not everyone can become a personal trainer, diba? What are the preparations needed?
Kailangan you have the skill to become an aerobics teacher. You have to have the endurance. You have to have the stamina. And you have to like what you're doing because it's also tiring.
Mahirap magturo ng something very physical, diba? Like, if you want to be an instructor, dapat ilang oras na magtuturo ka at may final test pa yan bago ka maging certified. So, very physically challenging.
I ask, what are the expected birthing pains?
The problem is when students do not get back to enroll. Okay, probably they wanted to save. But you know, people come and go eh. So you still have repeat customers. Because if they feel that they're not healthy, if they feel that they're not fit, they still come back to you.
Siyempre, marami kang competition na ibang instructors. But how do you build relationships with clients? How do you spread the word yon? Client relationships.
It's selling yourself, properly packaging yourself na ikaw ay magandang instructor. Di ba kung ikaw ay instructor sa pagpapapayat, dapat payat ka. Kung ikaw instructor sa mga males naman, no, dapat matipuno yung katawan mo para masabi nila ay maganda siyang instructor, no? So kung hindi ka properly packaged, yun lang yung ano dito, kailangan properly packaged ka.
Punta na tayo sa susunod na entry, coming in at number 5, T-shirt printing. Almost everyone wears T-shirts. That's why it's not difficult to earn a profit in the T-shirt printing business.
Talagang patok na patok yan dahil sa, alam mo, nalalapit na ating eleksyon. So, kailangan ng t-shirt sa graduation or reunion.
Tagal na yung patok kasi yung madali siyang gawin kung ang iyong interest is artwork, no, kasi kailangan creative ka rin doon sa paggawa ng mga design sa mga t-shirts. Kung merong mga event, gumagawa sila siyempre ng isa sa mga as a souvenir for such event. So laging meron yun.
Oh my God, Revilson, I want to have a t-shirt business like that too. Like just what I'm wearing. Amazing.
So, Pa, of course, you deserve it. Now, what do I need to prepare for this type of business, Stefan?
T-shirts. You need t-shirts.
Kailangan alam mo paano gumawa ng silk screen. Knowledge and skills ang kailangan dyan sa silk screen. Tsaka matyaga ka kasi matyaga ka dahil 24 hours kung gusto mo matapos kagad yung iyong mga t-shirts. So, matyaga kang gawin yon, no, in a fastest time as you can para marami kang mabenta ng t-shirt. Kasi minsan, one-time order. So, kailangan ma-meet mo yung one-time order na yun.
Mamumuhunan ka lang sa silk screen. Although kahit high-tech man ngayon dahil meron na rin digital printing, if you are also creative, even if you start young, patok yung negosyo yan.
What are some of the challenges that you have to overcome?
Or you can sell t-shirts with a print on it and then bring it to Divisoria and sell it there. Pero sarili mong printer. Ikaw mismo nag-print. Kasi for every negosyo, I think you have to be very creative and you have to be very focused.
Kailangan may initial capital kang kailangan para magawa mo yung kailangan mo ng mga equipment o yung mga gadgets para makagawa ka ng. Kasi may mura lang siya, kaya lang mas maganda kung meron kang updated yung inyong mga gadgets na ginagamit para hindi siya mahirap gawin. Dahil pwede mo na siyang gawin to computer.
Personal trainer, not dog trainer, Stefan. At number 6, and t-shirt printing at number 5. 6 down, 4 more to go. We'll continue our awesome countdown after these messages. Alright, welcome back. Tuloy tayo sa paglilista ng top 10 ang pinaka-matok na business under 20K. Coming in at number 4, candle making. The earliest known candles were made by the Chinese from whale fat. Other candles were made from wax from insects and seeds.
Hindi lang naman como araw ng patay, pero sa simbahan, di ba? We have masses every day, almost every day. You go to church to sell those candles. So kaya sa mga okasyon, like you have birthdays, you have anniversaries, you can use candles for blessings or wishes.
Candle making kasi uso ngayon yung mag-stamp ng mga kwarto at mga restaurant. Okay rin siya na gawin kasi pwede mo rin siyang i-base sa bahay. Pwede mo rin siyang gawin sa bahay and then ibenta mo sa mga bazaar or online.
Gusto ko yung candles na may set. I feel like a social.
Yes, very social you are. Now, you know what? May candles come in all shapes, sizes, and smells.
I hate you.
I hate you. Hindi na natin siya tinitingnan as ordinary candle. yung mga customers na are looking for special design of candles, diba? So, kaya nagiging patok sa market. Kasi nakakapag-develop na ng mga different designs, different scents ng candles. So, hindi lang siya ginagamit during Todos Los Santos, but it becomes decoration sa bahay.
What are the problems usually encountered when starting a candle-making business?
Unang-unang competition di ba? Because marami tayong imported candles that are being sold sa big stores, department stores, and other beauty shops that they sell candles, scented candles. So, kailangan din maging innovative ka.
Siguro yung challenge na is the packaging. Kasi candles are medyo hindi naman siya maasa na produkto. So, dapat maganda yung pag-package.
Yung creativity in making candles that are different in the market. So, simple candle, Todos Los Santos, pwede siyang pumatok. Pero pag gusto mong continuous throughout the year, may nabebenta kang candles. So, dapat mag-develop ka ng mga iba't ibang designs.
On to our next entry, coming in at number 3, freelance writer. A freelance writer is somebody who is self-employed and is not committed to a particular employer long-term.
Yeah, kasi if you're a freelance writer, you're on your own. You don't have much time. You're not confined to a regular working hours because you're a profession mo. But then you have to be very good in whatever you do. Kailangan may skill din yan.
Walang masyadong capital. Yung capital lang talaga is your time, internet connection, and the laptop. Naturally, syempre, dapat marunong ka na magsulat and mahilig ka na talaga magsulat.
In fairness sa Wilson isa yan sa mga problema ng mga freelance writer, walang standard rate. Diba?
Yeah, that is correct. Now, freelancers may charge by day, by hour, by piece, or on a per-project basis. Now, what are the other challenges?
First and foremost, you have to know your market. To whom am I selling? And then, after a while, you have, how do I market this? And there are lots of distribution channels now where you can expand your business. Kahit small lang yan. And people who have found, who are very successful in small entrepreneurial jobs.
I think delivering what the client wants, dapat client relationship pa rin. Ibibigay mo dapat yung gusto ng kliyente. And then looking for new clients as well.
What preparations do you need before you can do freelance writing?
Kailangan may skill din yan. And then, those people getting you, dapat alam mo rin, kasi ang dami-dami, you're not just good in business, kailangan may lifestyle o may travel. Kung magaling ka, yung kumukuha sa'yo, lagi ikaw ang kinukuha nila. So, ikaw ang nagiging consistent outsource writer nila. Parang in-house ka na.
Freelance writer naman, kung if magaling ka na magsulat at magaling hilig ka na graphic design on your day job, then as a sideline job, madali nang kumuha ng freelance. Offer ka ng services mo sa mga kamag-anak mo na, kung kailangan nyo na website, ako gagawa. Or if kailangan nyo ng PR or marketing collaterals, ako pwede magsulat. So,
sa tingin ko, medyo hard sell ang gagawin mo kasi hindi naman nila kaagad makikita yung write-up mo, di ba? It's only after. So, if you are able to show write-up na maganda at nagustuhan ng iyong client, then that can be a start. And it can multiply kasi pwede siyang i-refer nung nasulatan niya na i-refer siya sa mga iba niyang kaibigan o mga ibang kaklase. So, mga ganun tipo. Maganda siyang maging negosyo din. For those na walang puhunan na kailangan o kung meron kang ganun talent, ba't hindi mo gamitin, di ba?
Candle making at number 4 and freelance writing at number 3. You guys ready for the top 2? You gotta be. We'll soon find out when Ang Pinaka returns. Alright, we are down to our last 2 phenomenal entries that'll make you gazillionaires. Coming in at number 2, direct selling. Direct selling is the marketing and selling of products directly to the consumers away from a fixed retail location.
maliit lang puhunan. And then, basically, yung kailangan mo is hindi masipag para to sell. And then, usually naman yung mga direct selling companies, maganda talaga yung mga produkto nila eh. So, madali siyang ibenta.
Marami na yung direct selling na more on health and wellness kasi bumabalik tayo doon sa pag-aalaga ng ating sarili. So maraming lumalabas na yung mga direct selling na either they produce the product or they buy product. Food supplements, marami na lumalabas na food supplements.
Guys, ako ha. Bili ka naman. Bili ka naman sa akin ng iPad. Ops, ako murang-mura lang. Half of the price.
Ay! Naku, ayoko yata niyan, May.
Bakit?
Hindi, May. Baka kaya mura yan. Eh, may sabit kasi.
Good point, both of you. You know, you can never be too careful when it comes to purchases like that. As for OR. Oh, what are the other problems you may encounter in such a business?
Finding new clients, definitely. And then collecting payments. Kasi pag inutang nila, bayaran ko next payday, tapos hindi pala nagbayad. Paano yan?
Yeah, you have to be a sales talker and you have to convince people you have to use your charm. Pero yung iba dyan na talagang magaan mag-sell and they can just sales talk. I guess it's not hard for them, pero kailangan continuous ang direct selling for you to be able to get more sales.
Dito kailangan talaga, malakas, makapalamukha mo magbenta, no? Kasi doon sa direct selling, di ba, meron silang tinatawag na mga downliners, no? Para maging successful ka, marami ka dapat makuhang mga kaalyado mo on direct selling para yung, kung ano man yung sales nila, papasok din yun sa'yo eh. Other than the commissions, no? Dati kasi commissions eh. Pero ngayon, more on having more in your group para kung ano may sales nila, kasama ka doon sa kita ng iyong mga kagrupo.
Before we do the big reveal, let's do a quick recap from items 10 to 15. At number 10, mobile pet grooming. 9, mini library. 8, ukay ukay. 7, arts and crafts. 6, personal trainer. 5, t-shirt printing. 4, candle making. 3, freelance writing. And 2, direct selling. And at number 1, ang nanguna, ang pinakapatok na business under 20K is, if you can do this, you will be rich. It's called event hosting. Yes, how are you? Welcome. Good evening. Hi. Kumusta? An event management group is usually commissioned to handle an event from the choice of venue, program content, production, technicals, logistics, catering, PR, souvenir items, up to the choice of host. And that's where you come in.
Madali siyang gawin kasi ang Pilipino maraming maraming occasions na maraming celebrations na ginagawa. So, minsan ayaw na nilang i-handle yung mga nitty-gritty of handling the celebration. So, gusto nila may nagmamanage. Even yung family, inaano na nila, nagkikater na sila to getting event organizer.
Word of mouth yan because anyone can just recommend you to speak live before a function or probably a 1,000 guest in a wedding or a graduation. You're the speaker, you host an event for as long as you know what you're saying because hindi mo pwedeng host ka na wala kang mang dapat sabihin. You tend to be boring.
Konti lang puhunan na kailangan mo para sa event hosting. Kung mahilig ka na talagang, kung friendly ka na talaga at mahilig kang to talk in front of a lot of people, then you're natural to be an event host. Maraming mga weddings, birthdays, mga product launch, pwede kang pumasok sa ganon.
Oh, yes, brother. You know this, but you're beyond 23. Event hosting is a nice racket. Did you know that as an event host, I earn 1,000 and everything? Oh, never mind.
That's a lot.
How about you, Wilson? How much is your rate as an event host?
The truth.
I
Oh,
want the truth, but nothing but the truth.
I do everything pro bono. Woo! What I'd like to know is what are the usual challenges of such a business?
Oh, you must learn how to speak.
Actually,
Because,
Probably you get other hosts better than you are. Pero depende mo rin yun if, if they charge higher than you are, probably the others will get you because your rate is kind of lower than the others. Pero as far as coffee is concerned with the others, probably you have the edge naman because you know your limitations. You know you can deliver well and you're so very confident that hindi mapapahiya yung kumuha sa'yo. So,
I think dapat mong pagsahandaan is to market yourself. Dapat meron kang nice calling card and then you have mag-network ka so you can get referrals. Like punta ka na mga bazaar or mga industry events like mga wedding fair or makipag-partner ka sa mga birthday suppliers. Like kunyari balloon supplier siya. Oh, pag may ako naman gawin mo.
So, what sort of preparations do you need so you can become the best event host ever and stay long in the business?
Competition, kasi marami na talaga kasi kayo so you have to differentiate yourself.
well, you have to know what the business you're into. All right. If let's say if you just wanted to be a wedding host, right, and so you have to know more about the couple. Ano ba tong wedding na to? Right, and probably a birthday, ano bang theme, probably can talk to whoever is celebrating, and then you can say something during your hosting because it comes out naturally. Because if you're a talker, everything comes out, instantaneously.
Kapal ng mukha. Saka dapat, siyempre, bibo ka on stage and marunong ka talagang mag-usap sa crowd and then mag-entertain.
Skill yan no? It's a skill na you should make the event alive. Walang dull moments when you handle the event. Yun yung kailangan doon. Yung skill mo in managing the event itself, wala siyang dull moments. Pag-eventa mo sarili mo, pagpapackage ng sarili mo.
There you have it, our top 10 ang pinakapatok na business under 20K. We hope you learned something. Many thanks, of course, to our all-knowing guest panelistas. Thank you for your business minds. Of course, many thanks to my pop-up comentaristas, May and Betong.
Yes.
Woo! That's hot. That's hot.
Oh,
That's
yes.
hot. That's hot. This has been your host, Revilson Fernandez. For comments and suggested topics, email us at angpinaka@gmanetwork.com. This is your show. Let us know what you want to watch. Visit our Facebook fan page. Add us up. We also have a Twitter account. Go ahead and follow us. Next week, get your pens, iPads, and Post-its handy as we continue listing down the top 10 of anything and everything under the sun. Dito pa rin sa paboritong lista ng bayan,
Ang Pinaka!
Okay, the dancer. Okay.
Bring it back, bring it back.
Come on.
Okay, dancer. 1, 2, dip.
Ah!